lasted for over 30 years and continue to get stronger. We also look today into the audience, friends that we hope to collaborate with beyond today. And as an aside, I was speaking on the site to Coco Alango, and we said, look, in 2022, for the first time, we need to have the next set of long lists or short lists in Port Harcourt. So among the 11 of you today, we look forward to seeing 3 out of 11 in Port Harcourt sometime soon this year, ahead of October when we announce the winner of the prize.
And you're going to have a chance to ask questions yourself. So if you have any questions, please note them down. And you'll have a chance towards the end to ask them questions.
Yawning all day, yawning all night. America arrives, leaves a chunk of the gold, drops the coin, and some affronts as Asia arrives, leaves a chunk of the gold, drops the coin, and some contempt as
energy that power wants. I don't know why we do not debate the delicate climate and our cunning ways. I don't know why we cannot argue about the revolution of the new slavery around us. I don't know why I'm asking you if you know. There's a new train passing through our land. Fakafi, Foko Faka, Foko Faka, Fakafi. Foka. Foka is the choo-choo train.
Of killers who wipe their hands with my country's flag after they have slaughtered village after village. Somewhere out there, a child is dying alone. Another villages are another slaughter. A wounded child has crawled alone into a nearby bush. Somewhere out there, a child is dying alone.
Old souls sprawled in double pools of red and brown, sheep excrement dancing for attention with bullet-designed bodies. Roasted meat fills the air, a carnival delight as charred flesh enter the town. And somewhere, a suckling baby begins to lick the blood that slowly drips from her mother's head. Elsewhere, a child crawls from a bunker that is his father's bulleted body, and eventually becomes a million pieces, scattered, shattered by a bomb.
Saying, God, have fun. You know your boy is loyal. Chairman, may I need something for your boy. He made a faithful boy, while contaminated air and polluted rivers number your days. Ever loyal, through his mercy clean-ups, he raised unwanted elements. Do anything, but don't engage the boss. Serious conversation about community entitlements, all skills, education, growth. How long tired of man-made crutches, while your limbs remain dormant? When will you awaken and ask whence these handouts came, or query the original mission of those millions before they turn crumbs? How long before you stand, demand a say in the sharing of this communal meal, a meal for which your land's debts were plumbed, while you continue to live in envy and fear? When will you see that answers only push crumbs your way? When will you see that masters only push crumbs your way to keep boys on a perpetual?
My child, I wish you above all things that you prosper. But when you look around at all the
as a good love of you, tall and wooden, I too am set, carved by time's capital's chisel. This I confess. On my plain frame, the door to dream stands fastened, awaiting your son's key which unlocks the deep emotions. For the house stands whose foundations are set upon the earth of a bruised day. In me, rooms exist which wait to receive your incoming, so you may turn light on as slumber through the dark nights.
people in his story, they are all great readers. You see, they read and they work hard. Children of nowadays, you like things to go easy for you.
What's beside our thoughts shut our eyes to the burning threat of a moral time bomb. When society closes its eyes to shame, when evil sits at the table with good, and the castle loses its moral voice, the heaven speaks in a voice of murder, the voiceless donkey rebuking Balaam to stop the madness of the prophet. Now our eyelids are heavy with tears, for lives cut down by the match play of greed on bended knees in God's house. So let the tears drop now for believers who found death in the search for life. Let the tears drop. Let the tears drop on observable.
And I don't know when you read, you go about all day pressing your phones. And I don't know how you passed your examination. Yeah.
Enchanting juice pressed from the off by both hands of the child, running down his chin and elbows to make him screech with delight. The air, warm neatly, is citrus perfume mixed with the blended scent of my great uncle's orchard. It had all the fruit trees and plants of the world. Avocado, we call it pear, pineapple, pepper fruit, cocoa, coconut, kola nut, ube, or African pear. This Latin name I learned decades later is Daciotis edulis. It deserved the ornate poetry of Latin, but had I not first known it among the tall trees, and my tongue not first loved the sweet bitterness of its olive green flesh? Am I a topic of the same class as the portable amaryllis? And here I'm trying to describe a rustic village scene and showing that life here is equal to life elsewhere.
What inspires me is my vision of society, my vision of life. The average poet is an idealist. He sees life in a different way, which is why when you see a poet, it might look slightly different from the regular people. Look at what I'm wearing. Some people are scared to wear something like this cowries, you know, and so we are what inspires me specifically is the way I see life. What does life? How do I see life? What's my personal interpretation of life? What's the way? How do I see the Nigerian society? Can this country be a better place?
Everything inspires me. Everything, and I draw a lot of my experiences and inspiration from what's happening around me. People say I'm a romantic poet because I draw a lot of what I write about the things that happen around me. On that stage, I started writing a poem, and I had to stop because that was me going outside of what is expected of me or was expected of me on the stage. But I started writing a poem right there while the whole program was going on. Why? Because you cannot tell when the inspiration comes. And most of the time, they come from what's happening around you. And what was happening around me is what has peopled the Love Canticles, the book that has been longlisted for the award. How would that impact the society? Because I write about the society. In one of the poems I read, Portals, it was actually inspired by the present Nigerian situation, where a lot of things are going bad. And I wrote it when it wasn't this bad. I wrote it when P2B, for instance, hadn't even come out to say, okay, I can offer a new path to our greatness. And for me, it was inspired by early morning. The sun was coming. And for me, it felt like hope coming. And I said, look, my doors are open to receive you. The way the doors of this country is eager to receive something better, something that really reflects the greatness that this country represents, that the greatness in all of us.
So my inspirations for writing include everything going on around me. Personal experiences, things I witnessed, the situation in Nigeria, in the world, women's issues. You know, I like to write about those who are marginalized, either as communities or as persons. So this would also include girls, children, women. I like to talk about our existential realities. So the governance issues we have in Nigeria, for instance, something that is prominent in my work. I write about the environment, I write about womanhood, different things. I write because I hope that when people read my work, it will help them to retrospect, to reflect, to think within and see if there are things that they are doing that they can change. Or if it can help them to speak up, to speak out against the ills in society. Or to just change the way they are, just to encourage people to be better. I believe that my writing generally should at least raise questions. So I like to think that my poetry would help to raise questions in people's minds. And then from raising questions, eventually, hopefully, it can influence lives, influence people's thoughts and actions.
We are still operating, and in operating, there's a commitment we have made over the years as a globally competitive LNG company helping to build a better Nigeria. You know, in helping to build a better Nigeria, excellence is one of the core values that has enabled us to do what we do successfully. And we believe that in spite of whatever happens, we will still be faithful to that commitment of supporting the Nigeria prizes. And what we're doing today is supporting or working with Cora, Committee for Relevant Arts, to organize a book party. And the book party is an opportunity to have the short list or the long list of 11 writers who have entered their books in the genre for literature in 2022. So what we're doing is what we've always done, consistently support literature, the prize for literature in Nigeria. Okay, I think for us it's the emotion that goes with it. I mean, as a brand, if we support literature and science like we do with the prizes, what we see as value is encouraging publishing, encouraging people to write, encouraging people to read, and at the end of the day, which for me is much more longer term than what we're doing today, put Nigerian writers and works on the world map or world stage when it comes to literary work. So success for us is key. So value, we have a lot of writers over the years that we have awarded our prizes, even from the long list that we have. If your book is listed as part of the books to be considered for the Nigeria Literature Prize, what it means is that your work is recognized locally and globally. So for us, excellence is what breeds in all the things we do, especially for the prize.
Hi, my name is Judy Dada. I'm the 2019 winner of the Nigeria Prize for Literature sponsored by NLNG. I am here at the 2022 Cora Book Party for the long-listed nominees for the 2022 prize. I won the Nigeria Prize for Literature for my book Boom Boom, which is a children's book about sickle cell anemia. I've been inspired greatly by what I see, what I hear. I'm inspired greatly by what I have seen other people do. I'm someone that is very value-based, so the positivity is the first thing that gets me going, both in my art and my everyday interaction. But that being said, a great writer is always a greater reader. So reading is one of the very, very, very sources of fuel that catalyzes my craft. That being said, for all the writers out there, the young children who believe that they want to do this as an occupation, first and foremost, I want to tell you guys that you have to do it because you have a voice and you have a message that you want to share with the world. That you're doing it for that reason, not because of fame. Because if you do it for fame, you will be disillusioned. Because many are called, but few are chosen. So writing is a marathon. When I mean a marathon, I mean you have to be long-suffering, you have to be persevering, you have to believe that in as much as it will take 2 years, 3 years to create a work, that work will go out there and it will fulfill its purpose. So if you want to write, make sure you read, because it's by reading that you become a better writer. Make sure you are informed, make sure you are a student of life, you are very observant, that you have a treasure chest, and in that treasure chest you keep the experiences you have, you keep the characters that you meet, because it's through them that you'll be able to create stories that are believable, relatable, and topical.
Of course I read and do all my reading on my phone. Down from the time when man was breaking stones and hunting games, things have continued to be easier. Easy does it that.
Will be for the short list of 3, and we'll have something similar in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. We'll be doing this in partnership with the Rainbow Book Club, and we look forward to seeing everybody at that time. We look forward to seeing you all. So with that, I'll say thank you, thank you, thank you for attending. Thank you.
All those books are now in e-copies, soft copies, easy to read and download. Is it not just to be rich? I know tomorrow will be easier than today.
You mean Facebook is your book?